What's going on, guys? It's Ryan here, redoing the Road to Champions series. Right now I'm in Division 6, almost Division 7. So really, I'm just going to have to work my way through Division 7 in this series. However, I think this is going to be really fun. Of course, as you guys know, I did this last season, and I got pretty close. But yeah, so we're just going to redo it and see how close we can get this season. We're definitely going to do some duos. We're definitely might do some trios. But for our first episode, we're just going to do a solo. Okay, so I have a drop spot in arenas, which is pretty nice for solos and duos. It's over here. There's a vault, and there's a pretty good looting pattern for here. You just rotate around. You could also start over here and rotate all the way around. You can also hit this house in the back. It's pretty good for placement, and sometimes you'll get a person or two dropping there, so I think it's pretty good. If you start over here, you can loot all the way around, which is what I'm actually going to do. If you drop back here, you can either choose to loot that house and go around, or you can choose to loot that way and go around, which is pretty great. Also, if you can also drop at the other vault and hit 2 vaults, but I don't normally do that just because vaults are normally kind of contested, and when you're hitting 2 of them in an arena game, there's a higher chance you're gonna die, especially in Sanctuary. Even though the Mythic is, like, the Foundation Mythic is almost never in arenas because nobody risks it. If they made it so you had your tents in game, I think we'd see a lot more Foundation Mythics. I think we'd see a lot more, but I think that would kind of break what Arena is meant to be. Because what Arena is, in my opinion, is kind of just showing off what you can do with a fresh loadout and doing nothing. Like, you just have to figure out the game and where you're going to go and everything like that. I think that's kind of what I like about Arena, is that there's no other factors that matter other than, you know, just your playing. But yeah, so we're gonna switch our sniper here, because then, you know, we can grab our minis whenever, but we also can grab our sniper. Yeah, so let's just heal up to 100 with that keg. The kegs are pretty good, especially in arenas, just because it's just an easier way to heal up some games, and I think that's kind of a big important thing for arenas, is being able to heal up fast. So you can either get back into a fight, or being able to heal up fully at the early game, so you can get in fights and survive. Because I think that's kind of the worst thing about Arena sometimes, is you drop in and die off the bat. Because it's okay if you're in the open league, but once you get to, I think it's Division 4, you start losing points, so that kind of becomes an unsustainable playstyle. Where you need to start really gaining points in every game. Of course, it's the aim to gain points in every game, but you can really not care in the earlier arenas, just because you're either not losing any points or you're not losing many points. But if anyone wanted to start the Road to Champions, my advice would be, number 1, go into Battle Labs, learn your looting, learn where you drop a lot, learn all the loot spawns, work on your consistency with your drops first, and then go into arenas. Because if you're in Arena and you're not consistent, you're going to end up kind of like I was last season. I actually don't know if this works. No, okay. I just wanted to test that out, because I thought it'd be cool if it worked on quad crashers. Makes sense that it doesn't now. So, like I said, you got to work on knowing how to loot up your spot, and then once you know how, you got to put it into action and actually do it. Just because, you know, It's important to know how you're going to loot up, when you're going to rotate, all that stuff. You need a lot of game sense when it comes to arenas. Of course, there is an amount of luck in arena, but there's an amount of luck in any kind of Fortnite gaming. So we can't really say it's exclusively arena that you need luck for. There's a guy rotating over here with webs. I don't have webs, so I'm gonna sit here for a minute. He's shooting at the drop, which he just got down and opened. We're not gonna move too much, because I don't want him to see me. There is loot back at the drop, which is a good thing. Because that means I can go grab whatever gun that is. I think that's a gun, it might be heals. Either way, yeah, I can grab that sniper though. I'm surprised he grabbed the big pot instead of the slurps, or the chugs. Yeah, I'll take this. I know this season the spray meta is kind of just a thing now, but sniping is still a big part of arena in my opinion, because it's a completely different playstyle. Which, if it works for you and that's how you gain points, you do it, but it's not common when it comes to the cash cups and stuff, because in cash cups you normally drop in, get a kill or two, and then rotate. But like for me, I basically always carry a sniper, because getting a snipe off when someone's build fighting is not that hard. Like, people say it is, but it's really not. And I have a little tip for everyone in this video, which kind of just relates to placement points, and nothing else, of course. But if you want placement points, go to a vault and try to find a porta potty. There's going to be a porta potty at each vault that is unbreakable. So the only way you can die inside the porta potty is by someone using fireflies. So those porta potties are broken when it comes to placement points. Of course, you just try to find one that's in circle. But after you do that, there's nothing else you can really do to, like, guarantee points. This is a pretty good looting strat that you can use for any vault with 2 guards. You knock one, you jump down, open it. He will, like, that guard will always break their way down instead of just going down the stairs. Then just heal up with the meds that you can get from in here, actually, because you can get good meds in here. I was hoping for a big pot, but that's okay. I'll grab the ranger here. Swap these out. No complaints without getting, like, for not getting a big pot. I still got heals. Like, I still maxed out on my minis again, which is good. Grab a slurp mushroom. Pop both of those just because I don't want anyone else getting them. After this game, I need to make sure that my inventory is going to organize properly. But I was actually in Division 7 and dropped down, which is unfortunate, but it kind of is what it is. Like, it's rough, but I can make my way back, and I've almost made my way back in this game, which is super good. I'm gonna try to rotate over to some mythics, but I'm gonna guess they're all gone, just because of how late it is in the game. Circle's all the way at Coney. That's okay. I'll make it there whether I get Mythic or not. But I think I will get Mythic. Just because, you know, with the way I loot, it's pretty uncommon to get 0 Mythics. Sunny Steps is also a pretty good drop. I don't use it much in solos. I've used it in duos, I've used it in trios, just because you can loot up Sunny and then rotate over to Bugle. But, of course, over here, if you're trying to get kills, the best drop is, of course, Bugle, because it's where the people go. And when you're looking for kills, especially in Arena, you go where there's quite a bit of loot. For you or your team, or for you and your team. And you basically just have to look around until you find loot. I have visual sound effects on, which is very helpful when you're looting up, especially in Arena. But I'm going to assume that the rare chest is up here. Yep, it's in here. Up top, I think. Yeah, it's up top. Which is... there is a chest spawn up here, of course, so... if I were you, I'd grab it. Because as we can see now, it can drop you some pretty good loot. I'm gonna drop this sniper now, just because in the later game, I'd rather have an AR over a sniper. I need to swap these. Okay, there's a guy outside here. I'm not sure if he's on the zipline or if he's swinging or neither. Okay, so he's right there. I'm gonna sit over here and then rotate around. Just because I don't want to die. You know, this late in the game, dying now would be kind of rough. Of course, I'd still come out of it with more points than I had before, but I don't want to die yet, if that makes sense. So, we try to avoid fights if we're trying to just get placement points, which I am in this video, just to kind of reintroduce the series. And if you find a mat that you want to build up to, just use that mat, because most times you'll use less than you'll pick up. Okay, I didn't think he'd be waiting there for me. I can jump over here. Yeah, I knew he would kill me there, but I still tried for it anyways. And this has been part 1 of Road to Champions Season 2. Peace.